Deadman, Dark Mansion of Forbidden Love, issue 3, written by Sarah Vaughan and art by Alan Medina. This, of course, is the third and final sort of double-sized issue, closing off this. And basically we find out that Nathan, the actual boyfriend who proposed at the end of the last issue, is actually an evil immortal who is being using the evil of the house and dark magics to stay alive, and he keeps coming back here to rename. So
he's the original.
He's the original.
Is his original home.
Yeah, he was actually the one who murdered Adriana. What's it?
Adelia.
There you go. He's the one that actually murdered her, and now he's like here and he's evil, and that's
what's tied her to the house. Is that basically her being his sacrifice is what originally granted immortality. So in order for him to maintain the immortality, he has to go back and constantly bind her to the house. And to bind her to the house, he has to keep murdering fiancés. So there's a very grim fairy tale vibe to this issue. That it's almost Bluebeard. And again, I feel like this would be like the best Deadman movie. Like, if they choose to adapt it, like to do a gothic horror version of a superhero. Like,
I think this is a perfect trade. Like, I think reading this start to finish, it'll just work out so well. We find out, of course, that that's why Nathan keeps getting worse and worse headaches, is because it's Adelia.
She's fighting back.
She's fighting back.
She's fighting back finally.
Kind of stuff. And that's kind of the big revelation. A lot of the issue is like showing these flashbacks of him through all the years as his different personas and stuff.
You say that it's actually only the second half of the issue that's that, because again it makes really great use of the splitting its chapters. So the first half is kind of all the mystery and just playing up the house, like what we've been doing.
It's basically the fallout of everything that happened at the end of the last one. It's like, Adelia went dark there, we had to fight her, Deadman tried to fight her, and eventually it calmed down, but why is it going on? What's going on? And the reason why everything actually comes to light is because Deadman eventually takes over Nathan. He goes in, and that's the way he gets the memories.
And then, and I really like that. It's the first time the structure has felt really special, because it shifts as he goes into him, and it's like, okay, this is still Deadman's perspective, but we're seeing all these events still in the past. I thought that was really clever.
Yeah, and it kind of ends exactly what you'd think it would. They eventually are able to get out, and they actually burn the house down. But I do like that she grabs the pot that, or the little
bowl.
dish, that broke in the first issue, and makes sure that grabs out. So her and Sam seem like they're going to be a thing now. They seem to be happy. Deadman goes off because he hears someone else is in trouble, and it's kind of it's a nice dark gothic ghost story, but with a fairly happy ending. And we praised this a lot the last couple of issues, and I think all those compliments still persist. It's still really good. Art's really nice, very gothic and dark, and the reds really stick out. And I think this is going to be a great trade. I think this is a great. You want a Deadman story? Here you go.
I do think this will be one of those defining Deadman stories, because I mean, how many does he really have?
I can't think of any.
Exactly. But
Jake,
I think
if you're listening, let us know.
But I think this will be the one where people go, "Oh, you like the idea of Deadman?" Because he pops up here and there, and I'm kind of like that. It's like, I like Deadman, but what story do you go? Okay, here. Take this and read it, and you'll love this.
Yeah, now we have one, and it shows what he's like, and it does it in a really cool story with other characters. I wouldn't be opposed to revisiting these characters down the line at some point if there's a reason to do it.
No, because they've got the stuff as well. Obviously, she can see ghosts, and Sam's immune.
Yeah, Sam's immune to being infected with ghosts. Yeah. And it makes them quite a pair, and that means they could have a reason to do a sequel. Next year do Deadman, Dark, Castle of Forbidden Trust.
Just give me a little thing with those two as their own like little paranormal detective things.
Yeah, that'd work.
So she can see and investigate, and Sam can protect just in case anything goes a bit wrong.
I notice you're avoiding the pronoun there.
Well, no, I'm going to speak about that, because there was a really powerful moment with that in this book. I thought it's when is it Nathan? Is that his name? I'm blanking.
Yeah, Nathan. Yeah.
When her and Sam go into the study, and it's the way he says, "You brought them in here," and it highlights the word them, and it feels like you can really feel like the way he's spitting the word out, like he's disgusted by it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really powerfully done. It's just a small thing in the lettering, actually, but it really just comes through in the dialogue because of it.
It's like when it just like you're talking about anything else where you don't like someone, you go, oh, you brought him. It's just that kind of inflection on it, yeah.
Yeah. But it was a small touch that I thought really stood out.
Yeah, well, it's great final issue. I highly recommend checking this out. The trade should be out in a couple of months, and
yeah, it's hard to praise it enough because obviously we've spent the last 2 issues praising it so much, and this just continues exactly what it was doing and ends exactly where it needed to end.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you want a more in-depth thing, I think we did speak a bit more about it the last issue, and maybe even the first 2, but I feel like this one is fairly succinct. It wraps everything up and does more of the same, which is a good thing.
And Bernice sums up who Deadman is as a character perfectly in the last panels.
Yeah.
That he questions his existence but not his purpose. And I was like, oh man, that is perfect.
Yeah.
He just goes from place to place and trying to help out where he can. But why is he there? He doesn't know, but he knows he's going to help. And I was like, perfect.